Kumudini to me was my vivacious and elegant grandmother who showered unending love on me. No matter the occasion, no matter how many people around, she always looked out for me and ensured that I always got what I wanted and that I was comfortable. I can very confidently say that I was easily, uh, the grandkid that she loved the most in the family. And I think I was very fortunate to be on the receiving end of such unconditional love and affection without any expectation in return. I clearly remember that when I was a kid, there was a time when I wanted to watch a test match in Calcutta and there was no one to go with me. In that scenario, she accompanied me to watch not just one but two entire days of test cricket at Eden Gardens, sitting under the sun the entire day, queuing up both while getting in, getting out. None of that was comfortable, but she never once complained about it. Needless to say, she ensured that she was carrying anything that I may have wanted to eat or drink. And this one incident really summarizes the kind of special bond that I shared with her, and I'm very fortunate to have experienced that. Um, she was such a core part of my childhood and my family back in Calcutta that going back now is never going to be the same. May she be at peace wherever she is, and I know that she will always be watching in me with the same glitter in her eyes and smile on her face.
Kumudadi was my doting and indulgent grandmother who ensured that I always had the best of everything when she was around. Growing up with her, life was full of impeccably planned parties, picnics, and movies. She loved entertaining people and was easily the life of any party or event. Kumar Dadi inspired me to learn vocal classical music, and I have very fond memories of performing with her on several occasions. The practice sessions were full of fun, laughter, and good food, and her exuberance was contagious. We would often go to Calcutta Swimming Club with her, and she would lovingly joke that we kids should not call her Dadi as she was too young to be a grandmother. Of course, we would do just the opposite, and she would start laughing. My heart warms up every time I think of all that she has done for me, and I feel blessed to have grown up with her, showering immense love upon me.
Kumud Dadi, well, she's technically my nani, but I call her Dadi because Viti Didi and Varun Bhaiya call her Dadi. Um, so I remember spending every night at her house um, during my summer break, sleeping in her room at night, spending the night there, having yummy dinner with her, chatting. And whenever I would go meet her, her first question would be, तुमने कोई नया गाना सीखा? चलो गाना गा के सुनाओ. अच्छा चलो अब डांस करके दिखाओ. And once you're done with one song, अच्छा चलो अब दूसरा गाना सुनाओ. एक से मज़ा नहीं आया. And then whenever you were around her, she would always make sure you're eating something. और कुछ नहीं तो चलो टोस्ट खा लो. Yeah, so just spending those 2 months in Calcutta, spending loads of time with her, she would always make sure that I get whatever I like to eat, and whatever, like going out shopping with her, going out on lunch and dinner, and going out to the club to swim, to CSE to swim. All those are such great memories of her. She was such an important part of my childhood, and we've had such great, like I've spent so much time with her. Like she would often visit us in Delhi, and she would stay with us sometimes, and like she would always say things that would make people laugh, and we always had so much fun around her. I mean, thinking about her just brings a smile to my face. Even when I met her about 2 years ago in Australia, she again asked me, तुम अभी भी गाती हो? कौन सा गाना सीखा? चलो गा के सुनाओ. And as embarrassed as I was, I still sang for her. So yeah, that's how she was, and that's how I will always remember her and love her. And yeah, thinking about her will always bring a smile on my face.
बावरा मन रहता के तरसे रे, नैना भी मल्हार बन के बरसे रे. बावरा मन रहता के तरसे रे, नैना भी मल्हार बन के बरसे रे. आधे से अधूरे से बिन तेरे हमें फीका लगे है मुझको सारा जहां. बावरा मन रहता के तरसे रे, नैना भी मल्हार बन के बरसे रे.
Mamiji, this is how I addressed her. She was like a mother to me, and I spent all my childhood years with her. She would pamper me, shower me with love and affection, and I still remember holding her hand and going for shopping to Newmarket, and then being treated like a little princess, and whatever I wanted, whatever I laid my hands on, she would get it for me. And then we would eat something nice, something interesting, and then get back home. And all this showering of love and affection also passed on to my children, Tanya and Tejan. And she would give them so much of unconditional love, and that is what and who she was. With her, it was all about music, it was about dance, it was about celebration. And this zest for life that she had and this exuberance is completely inimitable. Mamiji is going to live in our hearts forever, and we will always remember her with so much of love. I wish her soul a beautiful, happy and peaceful journey ahead. And she will always stay on with us and live in our hearts forever.
I met Mamiji for the first time on my first visit to Calcutta after Babita and I got engaged in 1987. The amount of love and affection I received from her thereafter is still so fresh, and it feels as if all that happened yesterday. The extra special care she took for Babita, Tanya and Tejan cannot be expressed in words. Our Lord says, love is the source, love is the path, and love is the goal. This truly describes the life of Kumudini. We are all going to miss her true love in action. My loving, humble regards to the great departed soul. She will always be missed, but will be there in our heart. I sincerely pray for her, the departed soul, to find peace at the divine lotus feet. May God give enough strength to Mamaji, Vishal and Krityana.
ये कैसी खुशी है जो मोम सी है, आँखों के रास्ते हंस के पिघलने लगी. मन्नत के धागे ऐसे हैं बांधे, टूटे न रिश्ता जुड़ के तुझसे कभी, टूटे न रिश्ता जुड़ के तुझसे कभी.
25 years back, when I entered this beautiful family, I clearly remember Lalji uncle and Kumud auntie inviting us all over for dinner. Every seat in their drawing room was full, and Kumud auntie says, Aditi, let's have a song from you. This is one of the major things which Kumud auntie was synonymous with, is song, love, fun, enjoyment, family, togetherness. I remember she made us practice so many times for Vishal and Krityona's, Sangeet program in Bhuvaneshwar. So song used to come out of her and love used to flow from her. So many memories we have with her. Precious memories. Diwali, anniversaries, birthdays, Havan. I will really miss you in all the Karwa Chauth pujas, Kumudanti. And I pray and hope that God always keeps you in His embrace. And we will meet again very soon, somewhere, sometime. I really love you. And may God grant you all the peace, all the love that you always deserve.
As we bid farewell to our beloved Kumuda auntie, all of my memories with her just come flooding back. Our time spent together as we grew up, all my birthday parties, all our family functions, pujas, her lovely singing of bhajans and clapping together, her sweet kiss, which was one of the most favorite things. She used to come and say, "Main to aapki dadi maa hu," and she would give me this lovely kiss on my cheek. But something that I remember most fondly was my time spent with her in Australia. We used to have lunch together every single day, and then I used to put on a Hindi movie and Lalji uncle and Kumuda auntie used to sit and watch and relax while I used to study. And then we used to reconvene after their nap and have a lovely evening of drinks and good food and laughter. And it's amazing what a personality she was, and she will forever be in all of our hearts.
Kumudanti, wherever you are, you're smiling down at us and laughing at us, I'm sure, and blessing us with great love. If I had another set of parents in my life, it was you and Lalji uncle, Kumudanti and Lalji uncle, because she was such a vital part of our childhood, of our growing up. Most weekends we were all together as one big happy family, inseparably, either in Circus Range or in Elliot Road, and there was no third place that we could ever be together. Her love for food, her love for clothes, her love for jewelry, her love for life in general was a major influence in my life. And I think we grew up in a very happy and secure environment where there was always love, laughter, food, drinks, an abundance of everything, an abundance of love. I really thank God that you were part of our life, that Kumudanti was part of our life, of our childhood. And today what we are, what Vishal, Nitin, me, Vikash, Babita, all of us are, in a way is an influence of our childhood, of what she shaped us all to be, because she was such an integral part of our childhood. Kumudanti, I thank you for a wonderful childhood that you gave us, for the happiness that you brought into our lives, and for you and Lalji uncle, we will forever be indebted for the love. Hope you are safe. I'm sure you're very safe wherever you are, and we take great comfort in the fact knowing that you're very secure and free from all pain now.
Mamiji, wherever you are, I would like to thank you with all my heart. Today we are celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary, and it's thanks to you. With Vishal and Vikash both not being on my side, it was you who had come to my house and kept your hand on my head, and you said, "Beta, don't worry, I'll be your friend and I'll take over." And the way you took it, Mamiji, I still can't forget. The energy, the action, like nobody can even come close to that, Mamiji. You've always been a teacher to us, Mamiji. Vishal and me used to plan a lot of things, a lot of naughty things, and we never got away. You always had a way to catch us. Those are memories which will always remain in my heart, and I'll always cherish them. Mamiji, we love you.
I have some lovely memories of Mamiji right from my wedding day. Always so full of life, and especially when it came to singing and music, she had another like she was so full of life, and any party she would be the heart of the party, and she would make sure that she enjoys and everybody else enjoys, whether they are elderly or young. She would just mix so beautifully with all of them.
Very true.
May Mamiji, wherever you be really happy and have a beautiful next life. We will miss you always.
एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की है रवानी, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. This is the message that Vishal and Krityona have put out for our dear beloved Kumudani, gathering all of us together today to be able to pay our homage to her and to be with her during her passing on to a beautiful afterworld. In my life, I've witnessed many close, very, very close family members. My father, my mother, my father-in-law, who was also a father to me, and now Kumudani. She is also like a mother to me. It's difficult to express what one goes through when one loses a parent. And for me, for Aditi, for Nandini, Kumudani was like a mother for us. During all these years that we lived away from our parents who are in another world, we found that love from Lalji uncle and Kumudani. And it's very, very difficult for us to express what we are going through at this moment when we don't have Kumudani amongst us. From our childhood days, Vishal and me were very, very close. And all our memories are how we used to do stuff and hide them from Kumudani, because she had this very, very, very strong nose to smell out exactly what we are up to. I remember this one time that we were at Ooty. It was one of our first luxurious holidays at Taj Savoy. Vishal and me had got another room, a separate room for ourselves. And we lived up that night. And sure enough, at 6 a.m, the bell rang and Kumudani walked in. And the first thing she did was open the cupboard and take out all the bottles, the empty bottles. And the two of us looked at each other and said, how the hell did she come to know about this? That was Kumudani for all of us. She knew exactly what we were up to. And a lot of our upbringing, the way we are today, is because of certain manners that we've learned, certain lifestyles that we've learned, certain principles that we've learned from Kumudani, from Lalji uncle and from our parents. The friendship that they shared is what inspires Vishal and me to keep up this friendship, no matter what the odds, no matter however many moods we don't meet, no matter however many seas we have between us. The friendship is as strong, as committed. It's a bond, it's beyond this life, it's for many lives to come. So when I say farewell to Kumudani from this physical existence, I know that it's not the last time that I'm going to see her. She is at a place with all our other great close family members, waiting for the rest of us to ascend to that level of greatness, to the life beyond, to the life that we all cherish, to the life that we all aspire to go to, the afterworld, the true life, the life in the lap of our great ones, our gods. Farewell Kumudani, until we meet again. Love you.
मैं कागज की कश्ती, तू बारिश का पानी, I have some wonderful memories of Kumud Mami. She was always so passionate, she was so caring, and she had so much love for her family, for all of us, and most importantly, when Mamiji was around, there was always fun, and there was always something new we were doing or going to a new restaurant. And I used to always get tempted with chicken curry, and Mamiji used to take us to all the fabulous places that would open up and take us swimming, buy toys for us, and do so many cool things that I will forever remember her. She was an extremely passionate person. Her passion, her love had no borders, no boundaries. It was, if she loved something, she loved it. If she hated something, she hated it, and no one could stop her. And I think she was a person who was never scared to speak her mind. She would always say what other people were scared to say, and that was Kumud Mami. And I will cherish and remember everything that I've shared with her forever.
नैना ये मल्हार बनके बरसे रे.
My daddy-ma always endeavoured to let me know just how much she loved me. It was something completely separate and different to any other family member that I know. She would always ask about my interests and my life, even though there was such a big gap between us. And it was so refreshing and nice every single time I got to see her, to experience those lovely remarks and that awesome attitude that you just don't get on a normal day. She's been with me since I was very little, and she has always loved me just as much, and that's a quality that you only get once in a lifetime. And I will always be grateful, and I will always cherish the time I was able to spend with her, as I hope she cherished with me, and I will miss her very much. These things happen, and it's up to us and it's up to our families to support each other just like she supported all of us.